Now, what if reality wasn't random? What if everything, from matter to emotion, follows a blueprint, a set of universal principles passed down from the dawn of civilization? Now, in this chapter, we're going to be exploring Hermeticism and Kybalion, a strange and mysterious text that claims to reveal the 7 hidden laws that govern all existence. From Thoth to the Magi, from alchemy to modern quantum physics, we'll uncover how vibration, polarity, mentalism are all levers to manifestation, consciousness, and your personal reality. It's time to crack the code of the cosmos. Now, the foundation of Hermeticism is attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, the same soul as Thoth, god of wisdom, reincarnated in Greece as the messenger of the gods. Now, Hermeticism isn't a religion, it's a science of consciousness. Its teachings form the backbone of alchemy, astrology, sacred geometry, Rosicrucianism, and the mystery schools. It was whispered in the chambers of the pharaohs, encoded in cathedrals, and protected by secret societies through the centuries. At its core, the idea that all is mind, that reality is mental, and that thought, vibration, and resonance are the tools of divine creation. Now, published in 1908 by anonymous authors known as the Three Initiates, the Kybalion is a concise distillation of Hermetic knowledge. It outlines the 7 Hermetic principles, each a metaphysical law echoing the architecture of the universe. Let's break them down briefly. Number 1 is the principle of mentalism. All is mind. The universe is a mental projection. Consciousness creates form, and manifestation begins in thought. The principle of correspondence, as above, so below, as within, so without, shows that the same patterns echo from atoms to galaxies. Inner work alters the outer world. Number 3 is the principle of vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. From sound to matter, all is frequency. Mastery of vibration means mastery of form. Number 4 is the principle of polarity. Everything is dual. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Light and dark, love and hate, male and female, transmutation lies in shifting degrees, not in fighting polarity. Number 5 is the principle of rhythm. Everything flows in, out, and everything has tides. Life follows cycles. To master rhythm is to ride the wave, not to drown within it. Number 6 is the principle of cause and effect. Every cause has its effect, and every effect has its cause. Nothing is chance. And understanding causality makes you a creator, not a victim. Number 7 is the principle of gender. Gender is in everything. All things contain masculine and feminine energy, and creation requires their harmony. Now, these are not just metaphors, they are spiritual physics. So let's go a little bit deeper into the principle of vibration, because this is where science and mysticism converge. Ancient cultures all described creation through sound. In the beginning was the word, said John in 1:1. The Hindus say Om, the universal vibration. The Sumerian and Egyptian creation myths, they talk about God speaking the world into being. Modern physics now agrees. Particles are excitations of vibrating fields. Sound, frequency, and light. This is what reality is made from. Cymatics, the science of sound forming geometric patterns in matter, shows us that frequency literally forms shapes. From the orbits of planets to the design of DNA, everything is dancing to a hidden frequency. And when you speak, you chant, or you think, you're not just expressing, you are creating. And how do I know this? Well, I've spent a lot of my life studying in the occult, but also experiencing the other worlds through shamanic vision quests, through psychedelics, and through other forms of converging with spirit. And every time I have done that, it comes back to the same truth. I now have a deep understanding and knowing through gnosis. I don't need to believe because I've seen it. And what I find when I go back to read the books, this has been after I've had these experiences. I go to read the books of Manly P. Hall, or I go to read the Kybalion, or I read the Emerald Text, is that these things reconfirm my experiences to me. I had the experience and I seeked out the knowledge, and there it was. Somebody else who had experienced what I have experienced. And this has led me down a 20+ year of studying esotericism, where I have read some of the most hidden books, some of the most hidden ideologies, and studied that of what probably the 33rd degree Masons would have studied. And everything leads back to these one ideas, is that everything comes from frequency. Everything comes from this one true source, that is God. And when you seek, you shall find. I think it was Ricky Gervais who said that if you restarted civilization, would you ever get the Bible rewritten again? Well, yes. Because we've seen this happen time and time with different cultures, different civilizations. The Sumerians, Atlantis, Thoth, whomever it is, they continue to write the same book. Now, the book of the Bible is an allegory, is stories and metaphors to explain the birth of creation and how you can become the God self, how you can rise the Christ consciousness, what you talked about in part 1. So if we were to destroy the world again, do you think we would rewrite the stories that bring us back to God? Absolutely, because there is only one truth, and that is that everything begins in frequency. We would say the same stories with different characters. The archetypes stay the same, the ideologies stay the same, and we see this through every ancient historical society that has written that we can receive information from. Now, the Hermetic path isn't about worshipping outside forces. It's about mastering your inner tempo. Alchemy is the art of turning lead into gold, and this was never about metals. It was about the transmutation of self. Lead discusses the lower nature, the base instincts, and gold talks about the divine mind, the higher self. The Philosopher's Stone is the symbolic of the full spiritual integration, where one's frequency aligns with the divine consciousness. And the Bible echoes this in 12:2 in Romans. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The goal of the initiate is to raise their vibration, align with the cosmic rhythm, and become a conscious creator, not a reactive being, which is everything I teach. And I'd love you to check out Maelstrom Academy. If you'd like to get details, you can sign up. So why isn't this knowledge being taught openly? Well, because knowledge is power, and true power is sovereignty. Many people believe that these Hermetic laws have been hidden deliberately, used by secret orders, bloodlines, and elites who manipulate frequency, polarity, and mass consciousness through media, trauma, and ritual. And once you understand the law of cause and effect, you stop playing the victim. Once you understand mentalism, you can stop outsourcing your reality. And once you understand vibration, you stop ingesting low frequencies in food, in media, and in thought. The truth is, the mysteries have never been lost. They were just buried. And now, I'm helping you to remember them. Now remember, you are not a pawn in a chaotic world. You are a creator in the field of infinite mind. Hermeticism is not just ancient wisdom, it's the operating system of reality. And the Kybalion, that is your source code. Now the only question is now, are you going to use it? Now, if this awakened you, make sure you've subscribed by clicking that button below for part 4. We'll explore the Tree of Life, Kabbalah, and how the divine architecture of the universe is reflected in your own body. And until then, keep your mind sharp, your heart tuned, and your frequency high. The age of remembering has just begun. Listen up, babe. You've been through some things. Trauma? Yeah, I've been there. ADHD chaos? Oh yeah. Late diagnosed autism? Abso-frickin-lutely. Feeling stuck in a life that isn't lighting you up? Well, that was me too, until I decided that I was done playing small. I've built Maelstrom Academy over the last 7 years for women who are ready to heal, to make bank, and to step into their power. And we're talking about real mental health tools here. We're talking about ADHD mastery. We're talking about actual strategies to build the life and the business that you deserve. This isn't just an online course. This is a whole freaking movement. It's a transformation. It's a fucking glow up. So if you're ready to stop settling and start thriving, then join me, Laura Maelstrom, and we're going to get you unstuck, unstoppable, and absolutely unfuckwithable. So if you're ready, just click the link up there and we can talk about how we can do that. I'll see you soon. I love you, babe. Don't ever stop trying.